everyone. Welcome to this next video in our special video series on ISB. Together, let's unlock one more Premier B school through CAT. So yes, we'll be talking about Indian School of Business ISB. So why choose ISB? So according to Financial Times MBA Global Ranking 2026, ISB stands at number 12 in the world, second in Asia, and first in India. It is positioned at par with top IIMs in India. The average placement of its flagship program PGP is 37.29 lakhs per annum, which is definitely among the topmost placements given in India. Now, why choose this program, which is PGP-YL, Postgraduate Program for Young Leaders? So for that, let's look at its program structure and the cohort. So this program has a duration of 20 months and it's a full-time residential program. It is carried out at Hyderabad campus of ISB and the average work experience of the batch is about 10 to 12 months. The batch size is 130 with the demographics as these. So the average age in the batch is 23 years with exactly half, that's 50% being females and 53% candidates are non-engineers. And there are 32% freshers in the batch. Yes, we've heard that right. So this program is open for freshers as well. Now, moving ahead with the summer internship report of the founding batch of PGP-YL, which is 25-27. Yes, so this program has recently begun and the first batch of this program is not yet out of campus, but I'm sure that you will be amazed to see the summer internship figures out here. So 100% of the batch secured internship from the campus itself, with 175 plus offers made among 130 students. 38 companies made these offers with 3.2 lakhs as the average stipend offered to the students and the highest stipend being 7.3 lakhs. If we have to look at the sector-wise offer distribution, this is how the offers were given, which also shows us that the majority of the offers, which is 47% of the offers, came from consulting domain, followed by 19% from finance domain, and then 11% from FMCG domain. So these three domains kind of had the majority of the offers, of course, followed by technology, conglomerates, and others. Now, what are the differentiating factors of this program, or what makes this program really unique to apply? So first is the pedagogy of this program. The pedagogy of PGP-YL really includes practical learning for students. It has experiential learning in which the institute has tie-ups with the actual corporates and students are made a part of the actual corporate team to solve their problems. Next is business simulations, and the next one is industry immersions. There are a lot of industrial visits with which students gain a lot of practical learning. So next we are going to talk about is the faculty. Now ISB is known for top-notch faculty. There are 70 plus residential faculties with visiting faculties from global B schools. So some of the renowned B schools from where the faculties come are the Wharton School, the Kellogg School of Management, London Business School, and others. It is also known that the faculties of the flagship program PGP and PGP-YL are almost common. Okay. So next is global exposure. ISB gives amazing opportunities to students for global exposure through their international exchange opportunities, which are given to the students in their second year, where they can go as an exchange student for one term of their program. For this, they have partnered with 13 plus globally renowned institutes. Now, moving ahead with who can apply for this program or the eligibility criteria for this program. So first is education. Completed graduation in any discipline or any equivalent qualification is required. The graduation can either be a 3-year or a 4-year degree. So next is work experience. The candidate having work experience anywhere between 0 to 24 months is eligible for this program, and the cutoff for this is 31st May of the year of commencement of the program. Now here you might come across a different date on a website which is 15th June, but as per our recent interaction with the admissions committee, that date will be soon changed with 31st May. And yes, this work experience need to be a full-time work experience. Part-time or internships will not be a part of it. Next is language proficiency. So if your primary medium of education has not been English, you will be required to submit TOEFL or IELTS score for this program. So ISB PGP-YL accepts 3 test scores. First is CAT, but only the latest CAT score is accepted, and the other two are GMAT and GRE. So GMAT Focus, GMAT Classic or GRE, all these test scores are accepted, provided these tests need to be taken within last 5 years of the application, and all these tests need to be taken on the center. Online test scores are not considered valid. Now, for PGP-YL cohort 26-28, which is the current cohort where the students have just secured admission, we have got some very interesting data from ISB admissions team themselves. Yes, we are going to talk about the average, median and the range of scores accepted amongst CAT, GMAT Focus and GRE tests. So in CAT, the average percentile of the batch was 99.09 percentile, with the median being 99.35 percentile, and the range was from 95.24 to 99.99 percentile. For GMAT Focus, the average score was 684, with median being 680, and the range was from 615 to 735. For GRE, the average score was 330, with median being 324, and the range was from 325 to 340. Now, moving ahead with how to apply for this program. So we have divided the entire application process to ISB in 4 steps. First being the eligibility test. So you will be required to give any of these eligibility tests, CAT, GMAT or GRE, through which you plan to apply for this program. Then is filling up their application form. Once you are shortlisted according to this form, you will be called in for interview, and you will also be required to draft 1 or 2 on-the-spot essays, followed by your application is completely reviewed by the committee and the final admission call is right there in your email. So these are your 4 steps for securing admission to ISB. Now, what are the admission rounds and what are the important dates? So, generally admissions to ISB PGP-YL happens in 2 rounds. Each student is applicable to apply in any of these rounds. Round 1, the deadline is 20th December 2026 for the class of 2029, and please make a note, the applications for round 1 have already started. For round 2, the deadline is 21st February 2027. I repeat, you can apply in only one of these 2 rounds. Now talking about fees and scholarships for this program. So the total program fee as per given by the institute is 29.7 lakhs. And for PGP-YL program, 40% students of the batch are generally offered scholarships. Yes, so that is a huge chunk of a batch which is given scholarships. So all the candidates should definitely try for one. Now there are multiple types of scholarships which are offered by ISB. First is merit based. So for this scholarship, all the students who are applying for the program are automatically applied for the scholarship. There is no separate application for it. A student with the highest aggregate score in the entire selection process is offered this scholarship, and this can give you up to 100% of tuition fee waiver. Next is merit cum need scholarship, in which separate income documents will be required as a part of the application, and a separate interview is taken for the shortlisted scholarship, which can also be accompanied with a separate essay. Up to 100% tuition fee waiver can be given to the candidates whose family income is less than 8 lakhs, and up to 75% tuition fee waiver is given to the candidates whose family income lie between 8 to 20 lakhs. Next is donor sponsored scholarships. So ISB has a lot of corporates who sponsor scholarships for the students, and all of them have their different criteria to select the student for their own scholarship. So you will get the details of these separate criteria as per the scholarship on their website. But some of the corporates that sponsor these scholarships are Bharti Airtel Foundation, which gives out 5 scholarships, DSP, which again gives out 5 scholarships, MPS Limited gives out 3 scholarships, Regal Rexnord gives out 2 scholarships, Taparia Family again gives out 5 scholarships, JC Flowers ARC gives out 5 scholarships, and Adani Accelerated Leadership Program gives out 6 scholarships. So for all these programs, the criteria of how the student will be selected for their own scholarship is different and is mentioned very clearly on the website. And the last one is ISB Develop India, which is like an exit scholarship, which is given to graduating students for empowering them because they are committed to contributing to India's development through their impactful careers. So these are the different type of scholarships that is given out by ISB. Now moving ahead through the scholarship process, how would a student be applying for these scholarships? So first is for the scholarships for which you need to apply separately. Which are the scholarships apart from your merit-based scholarships? You need to apply post submission of your application form. Then the application is reviewed thoroughly by the committee. And if you are shortlisted for the scholarship that you have applied for, you will be called in for a scholarship interview. And after that, the committee makes a final decision whether you are eligible for that particular scholarship or not. Each applicant is eligible for only and only one tuition waiver or a scholarship. Even though you are eligible, you cannot apply to multiple scholarships. Now, in this entire journey, how will IMS be a part of it? So, step 1, eligibility tests. IMS can help you prepare for and ace your applicable tests, CAT, GMAT, or GRE. Step 2 is essay writing. So, in ISB application form, essay writing is one of the most critical sections. So, IMS can help you with one-on-one profile discussions with a senior mentor to draft the best versions of essays for your application form. Step 3 is form filling. So, step-by-step guidance in the different sections of application form filling for your targeted programs can be done by IMS. Step 4 is interview preparation. So, IMS can also help you to be prepared for your ISB interview through multiple mock interviews with senior mentors and ISB alumni. And over and above this, you will also be given access to a lot of interview preparation tutorials. Step 5 is securing admission. So through this, you are all set for a career accelerating year at ISB. Thank you.